What's going on, guys? Welcome to Coal River Bonsai. My name's Ethan Smallwood, and in today's installment of Coal River Bonsai, I'm going to be showing you guys how to deal with elongating species of bonsai, and I'm going to be showing you guys an example of that in a yard tree that I have. I have an eastern red cedar, which is also known as Juniper virginiana. It's got elongating tips. It's the same type of foliage, like the little needles, little tiny short needles, that a juniper has. We know it as, its common name is eastern red cedar, but its technical Latin name is Juniper virginiana. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how to deal with that today. So pretty much you see this tree in its own foliage. Well, in junipers, you really don't want to go in and prune just like a big branch or something. Like, say, it's hard to explain. Like, see all these needles here? These are old needles. Old needles we don't worry about. New needles we do. So, like, say this pair right here. That pair right there. I'll show you guys exactly what that looks like right there now. Right there. Right there. That looks like that. Now, if you want to trim that, all you would have to do is come in just like this. Just like this. Just like this. But you really don't have to use pruning shears. All you have to do is just come in and leave side shoots and just pluck it. And there you go. And see that example right there. If you guys can see that right there. This is an example. We're going to work on this pad right here. Just this pad right here. So I'm going to take this. Okay. I'm going to pinch that off. I'll take this right here. I'll pinch that off. Take this right here. Pinch that off as well. And you see where we go. You see exactly what we're aiming for. Okay, say this elongating sheet right here. Now that I'm able to see this. Okay, not this one. This one, yes. You see that? I'm gonna take this back to that right there. I love the smell of the eastern red cedar. It smells like bubblegum watermelon. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. But that's what you'll start to get. And say this elongating tip over here. I'm gonna show you guys how to do that right here. So take this right here. Okay, right over here. And in between this, you got to leave some side branches to grow. I'll pinch it right off, right there. Okay, and leave that as that back. And you'll see an eastern red cedar go from a tree to highly refined bonsai in a very short time. This branch right here, what I'll do is we're going to come in here, take our fingernails. That's what you can do. You just take your fingernails and pinch it, pluck it, whatever. I'll pinch it and pluck it. See, I go from there, and then you'll go from having that to that, or from that branch that I showed you an example of to this branch below to you'll have just a big refined, as you can see, a big refined Christmas tree shaped red cedar. This one's at the patio. Don't ever cut a red cedar. Say if I wanted to, I'll show you the apex of this, just to make you understand what goes on here. Okay, this pad right here. If I want to keep this but shorten it, I will take it down to there. There. This one, if I want to take it down to there, I will take it down to here, pluck it just like that. And there you go. See? Now it's shortened. This right here, the same. Pluck it down, shorten it. Okay, this one the same. Pluck it down, shorten it. This one the same. Pluck it down, shorten it. This one the same. Pluck it down and shorten it. And just by doing that, you will refine the red cedar into really a very nice tree. Remember, Juniper virginiana, also known as eastern red cedar. Guys, I appreciate you guys for tuning in to this installment. It wasn't really too long of an installment. It's just me basically rambling on about a bunch of, not really about a bunch of stuff. This episode really is very short, but I will tell you it's because I'm losing a lot of daylight. Actually, daylight's gone. The sun's gone. But I wanted to do a video of this because my sister just had recently got a juniper. I'm not really sure what variety of juniper, whether it's a Japanese juniper Pro Cummins or a San Jose juniper. There's a bunch of varieties of juniper out there. But I wanted to do elongating species because that's a Juniper virginiana. The foliage is exactly the same. How you prune it is exactly the same. So this installment of Coal River Bonsai is mainly focused on elongating species. And that can also, I'll even show you guys this. This is a native tree to West Virginia. This is called an eastern hemlock. And I had just recently collected this for myself. This is Yamadori. This is Yamadori, this collected material. Say, like, you see these side shoots. If you want to keep this, all you do is come to, like, right there. Alright, and then you would pinch that, and these would grow. You know, that's called the apical marrow stem. You'll do the same thing here. You'll come back, say if you want to leave this branch, but you want to shorten that branch, come back to here, pinch that. These side branches will grow. Just do not pluck any side branches. Any side branches you see on elongating species, and some elongating species are harder to deal with. That's wire, by the way, guys. I'm just barely bending that trunk. This is how we bend. And we tie. These little white pieces are called pumice. Pumice is very useful in aeration of certain species like juniper, hemlock, giant sequoia, a bunch of, and I've got another example of an elongating species here, and I'm trying to take care of that one, giant sequoia. As you can see, it's stiff. It's the same thing as a juniper. It's like, it's like white and dead. This one is still hanging on, but it's, well, never mind. It's sort of kind of dead as well. These two right here are kind of dead. This one right here is a giant sequoia. All of these are giant sequoia right here, except for that one.